Hello, Marvel fans! Yes, it is me, Monty G here. Yes, I finally went to go see Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness this weekend, and now it's time to do one of my thoughts on videos, and this is my thoughts on Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Now, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is a 2022 American superhero film. It was directed by Sam Raimi, written by Michael Waldron. Now, obviously, we have an ensemble cast. We have Benedict Cumberbatch, Elizabeth Olsen, Etterwheel each photo. I probably screwed that up. I can have a hard time pronouncing that guy's name. Benedict Wong. I think her name is Shochi Gomez and Rachel McAdams. Now, in this one, after a forbidden spell is cast that opens the doorway to the multiverse that unleashes a threat to humanity that could be too great for the combined forces of Strange, Wong, and Wanda Maximoff. Now, you know, Marvel fans, after the events that took place in Spider-Man No Way Home, comic book fans have been speculating where the Marvel Cinematic Universe will go now with the introduction to the multiverse. Yeah, a lot of fans cheered when we saw those I guess somewhere in the second act, midway the second act, third act of Spider-Man No Way Home, and they said, wow, we got potential for everything coming into the MCU. Also because likely, Marvel now has back the X-Men rights and the Fantastic Four rights from 20th Century Fox and other studios that they no longer had the rights to, but now they have rights. So a lot of things can go right now for the MCU, especially with the introduction to the multiverse. Well, the answer to that question comes with their 28th film in the MCU called Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Now, after escaping a demon in the space in between the multiverse, American Chavez is attacked by an octopus-style demon and is rescued by Strange and Wong. They learn that America has the ability to travel through the multiverse and that a demon was sent to capture her by someone who wants her power. Once that person is revealed, Strange and Wong try their best to protect Chavez and to prevent that person from wreaking havoc throughout the multiverse. This is basically the plot of the film. Very simple plot. Now, I'm sure lots of people were glad to see Sam Raimi's return to directing superhero film as he directed Sony's first Spider-Man trilogy. A lot of people did enjoy those films. I like the first two. I actually like the second Spider-Man more than I like the first one. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know my opinions about the third Spider-Man film in that film series. As some of the events that took place, I thought it was an insult to the Spider-Man mythos. You can see his trademark style of directing, especially during one scene where Strange and Chavez are traveling in between worlds. Just typical Sam Raimi right here. I would see a lot of Evil Dead Easter eggs in this film right here. Some of the horror that he's done, like say, I think it's Drag Me to Hell. Some of that style of film shooting, because he did that film as well. You can actually see it in this film as well too. Obviously, as a horror film director, he does a good job in showing the darkness in this film, especially the part of the film where Wong encounters some demons, and we get to see some darker versions of Strange. Obviously, there's a lot of dark elements in this film based upon the villain in this film and what they do and their motivations and what's happened to that particular person. A lot of dark aspects and some of the Strange, darker versions we see of Strange. So a lot of horror elements, a lot of dark versions in this particular film. A lot of people said this is the most horror Marvel has gotten in the MCU. It's mainly because we're dealing with the Darkhold, and we see some horror elements in the film, which also plays on the emotion and grief, and how that's particularly one force is driving the film. Some of the narrative is because of the Darkhold and who's wielding it. I won't reveal this one because I should have said this earlier. This is going to be a spoiler-free review of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I may do a spoiler review, or I might do a live stream where I bring my good friend Mark, the movie man. We might talk about what's going on and where the MCU will go after the end of this film. But right now, this is just a spoiler-free review, so I won't reveal who that person is. But if you've seen the film, you know who I'm talking about. As usual, Benedict Cumberbatch shines as Strange, a man who seems to be fine, because a lot of time they ask him, Strange, are you happy? Are you happy, Strange? But he does have some regrets, especially when it comes to Christine Palmer. He does have great chemistry with all the actors in the film, especially with Shochi Gomez. I mean, Strange goes all the way in trying to save her, and we realize why when he starts talking about his childhood during the third act of the film. There are some things that happen in the beginning of the film where we have to see where Chavez doesn't really trust him as much, but the more they spend time together and the more of the action that he does, he starts to trust him more. And that makes him the difference between the other strangers and this strange in the Earth 316. The scenes involving Benedict and Elizabeth are excellent, and both characters make good points about their motivations and the reason for their action. That's all I'll get into with that. Of course, everyone will be talking about the appearance of certain characters during the second act of the film. The audience and I went through cheered when one of those characters appeared, and of course, the person who played that character, which I'm sure will lead to lots of debates on social media. And the other character that appeared in the film even got more cheers, and I'm pretty sure we know who we're talking about because it's no secret as far as who that the other person that makes the appearance in this film. I won't say who, but you know what I'm talking about. Now, this was an excellent follow-up to the first Doctor Strange, and based upon the post-credit scenes, we have a good idea where Strange will be headed, and I like the appearance of the characters at the beginning of that scene too. Now, obviously, I don't think anyone was expecting a Infinity Wars or Endgame level superhero film. I believe that they're saving that wherever stage 4 and stage 5 is going to come to, but I thought it was a decent follow-up to the first Doctor Strange movie. It's been almost 4 years since we've seen that particular film, so I thought everyone did a good job. Sam Raimi's direction was good. Michael Warland's script was fantastic. All the actors did a fantastic job. Well, even though we saw a lot of CGI effects, they were very effective along with the practical effects in the film. Everyone was a very good superhero film. I don't know where to rank this yet when it comes to the MCU films, but if I were to rank this, I definitely would give this an 8 out of 10. Yeah, it's pretty good, pretty good. Really enjoyed it. So there you have it, guys. That is my thoughts and videos of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Hope you did enjoy it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, like, and share because it does help out with the YouTube algorithm. If you have seen Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, please leave your comments in the comment section below. Please do not spoil anything in the comments because I'm pretty sure a lot of people have not seen this film yet, so they want to see it. So please don't leave any spoilers in the comment section. If you are, please make sure you notify the people so that way they won't read them. Also, if you're new here, please hit that subscriber button and ring that notification bell. That way you'll be notified anytime when I put a new video such as this one. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you later, guys. I'm out.